All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another matchup. It is the bronze medal game here on the U17 Alumni Cup. On behalf of Lacrosse Canada, Dave Stanish along for the ride, coming to you live one more time from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And it is Alberta in this bronze medal match. They just won the bronze in the 19s. They're going to try to duplicate it against a very hard-charging Saskatchewan team who defeated them on Friday afternoon in the preliminary round, 6-3. Saskatchewan in the white, refs in the blue. Excuse me, Alberta in the blue, refs in the zebra stripes. And we've had great crowds all week long, both live on our YouTube channel and live in person. A lot of Saskatchewan license plates in the parking lot, a lot of Manitobas, a lot of Ontario, so everybody's made the trip. We're having very slight camera issues, but we have our 19 gold matchup and our 17 bronze matchup back-to-back right now, and we're glad you're with us, and we hope you'll flip back and forth. About 28 degrees, perfect conditions for everything except internet wiring, but other than that, we're going to have a good time. We're at the new Brighton Athletic Park. These two prairie provinces, neighbors and rivals. Saskatchewan was third in the round robin. They finished 4-2. They lost to BC and Ontario and defeated everyone else. Alberta was 3-3. They finished fourth. They lost to Saskatchewan, BC, and Ontario and defeated everyone else. Everyone else, of course, including Quebec, Nova Scotia, and Manitoba. What a very good game this morning. Nova Scotia defeating Manitoba to escape this tournament with a win. So nobody left this U17 without a win. Saskatchewan played earlier today against Ontario in the battle for second place. Ontario won that game, so they'll be playing BC at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. And they play this bronze medal game. Alberta, this is their one and only game of the day. But the disadvantage for them was that they played more games than anyone else between Thursday and Saturday. So they, as the home team, so they certainly earned the break before this one. Pretty much a capacity crowd here at the new Brighton Athletic Park. Flags flying for both teams. Brand new lacrosse balls and an enthusiastic crowd and excellent officiating we've had all week long. Teams are underway. Alberta attacking right to left, Saskatchewan attacking left to right. And that's going to be a violation in the face-off neighborhood. So Alberta will take the first absolute possession and teams will make changes. Bender and McAllister jump on. 4 15-minute quarters. Alberta trying to make something happen. Jamieson. He's got a goal in this event. Grayson Bateman. He's got 5. More distributed scoring for Alberta. No one really dominating. You can hear the Saskatchewan bench right beside us. I'm down on field level below the camera. But we have the camera up in the scaffolding and an excellent camera crew that we've been working with all week long. And a nice takeaway for Team Saskatchewan in the white jerseys playing for this bronze medal at the U17 level. 2024 Field Nationals edition. It is the Labor Day tradition. Declan Armstrong. He has a goal in this tournament. Kick out to Chase Leonard, 78. Trying to go to the outside. Quick snapshot. Lower left corner. And the keeper, Logan Short, makes the first stop of the day. Short for Alberta in the net. We'll get the number of the Saskatchewan player in just a moment. These teams very low scoring when they saw each other on Friday. It was just 2-1 Saskatchewan at halftime. But when the first 10 minutes, there's a conversion. And Alberta has the lead for the first time when these two teams play each other. As I said, Alberta was only down 2-1 at halftime, but Saskatchewan scored 2 throughout the third quarter to take a 4-1 lead. They traded goals in the fourth quarter, but that was pretty much it. But it's 1-0 Alberta right now. Get the official word on who scored the goal for Alberta. 9. It was Carter Mitchell. Give him 3 for the tournament. And Mitchell leads for Alberta. As I said, Alberta just defeated Quebec for the bronze medal in the U19 division. Playing in their traditional blue and gold, based on the Alberta flag. Illegal procedure, offside, blue, and a quick turnover. Sam Maxon with the extra long stick. You can hear the contact from here. Offensive specialist Sam Wilson decides to hold up instead of going to the net. Felt he didn't have any direction or good outlet. I can't say I disagree. Beck Dickinson also out there. Keep an eye out for number 18 and number 42, Lachlan Clark and Christian Morin. They both got double-digit goals in this tournament. Dickinson. Mahuser drops it off. Nowhere to go for Sam Wilson, forced to the extreme outside on the far right side of your picture. Taking his time is Dickinson. No shot clock. They can go as long as they want. Inside. Great diving save. Logan Short comes up big. Falling down to make that stop. Wasn't quite sure if he had the shooter had a decent lane, but he got a good opportunity and a great stop. On the other side, though, Alberta gets the quick conversion. Looks like Ben Erickson is going to get his 9th of the tournament. Alberta leads 2-0. So we've seen that in multiple games and multiple levels and multiple divisions where one team struggles for 30, 40, 50 seconds with no conversion. The other team gets the next possession, quickly sends the ball from one end to the other and scores. Plenty of time left. 2-goal deficits have been overcome multiple times on these fields. The 17 bronze and the 19 gold, literally back to back. If you're watching one, you have your back to the other. Clark. Nicely taken away. Relatively young coaching staff for Saskatchewan. Again across. Look like Declan Armstrong had a good look. And they'll follow it up on the rebound. Saskatchewan wants a timeout. Alberta leads by 3. Playing for a bronze. We'll get the official word on all the goals and be right back in just a second. Alberta well on their way to a double bronze here, but again, there's still plenty of time left. Saskatchewan definitely had some stuff to talk about. Mitchell, Erickson, and Jameson. In no particular order, your 3 goal scorers. Saskatchewan will collect. You can hear the Saskatchewan coaching staff yelling encouragement or criticism or anything else in the middle. Quickly finding themselves down further than they thought they'd be at this point in the game. Thanks to Alberta Lacrosse Association and Lacrosse Canada for everything they've been doing for us this week. Great to be with you on CROW LAX TV for a national championship. This is the bronze medal game of this U17. We've got the BC Ontario National Championship final coming up at 2 o'clock. Off a touch, Saskatchewan will resume with Beck Dickinson. Leonard. No outlet to pass. That's where the longer stick comes in handy for defensive coverage like that. They'll try their luck behind the net. To the extreme outside, it's a double team. Nobody really for Saskatchewan for that man to pass it to, and he'll get stripped of the ball. Alberta trying to get the roll off the grass. Diane O'Connell makes the recovery. Great work for 29. Of course, you only have a certain amount of time to cross the halfway line, just like in basketball. And it's a mad sprint. Patterson trying to make something happen, and they'll score again on the second chance. Volk is the goalie. And it's a reversal of fortune here for Team Saskatchewan and Team Alberta, considering their game on Friday. 1, a lot more scoring, and 2, the team winning that game is trailing this one. Is it the advantage that to Alberta that they did not play earlier today? Very possible. We'll have to see how that plays out. Both teams certainly have plenty of subs. And Lebrec trying to go to the right. Trying to get an inside track, but cut off. And Logan Short finds it on the side netting. Off the frame of the net. Again, we'd like to thank our crew, both on the air and behind the scenes, running the camera, running the website, and the bosses up north for doing everything necessary to bring this to you. And we're glad you're with us both live and on demand here on CROW LAX TV. Your home of the RMLL Junior Bees in 2024. And from what I've heard, 2025 as well. So we'll see you then after this weekend. To the far side. Little out and in cutter for Maxin, M-A-X-I-N. To the outside again, Saskatchewan needing all the time they can get comparatively to Alberta's efficiency. Mahusier. Drop off. Snapshot blocked away. I think Blake Davies will feel that in the morning, but if he has a bronze medal around his neck, he probably won't mind too much. Had a great weekend of lacrosse. Everybody will travel home tomorrow and get ready to go back to school first thing on Tuesday. Some schools have already started. These kids would love to get the attention of some universities. Morin, 18 goals just this week alone. He'll walk towards the net. And number 18, Lachlan Clark, is going to try to set a pick off a defender. Again, great one-on-one man coverage. The feed behind the net. And again, Trygve Balachuk, 28, out there to cut off the next passing lane. There's some time and space for Clark. He'll shoot it wide right and out of play. It's about 15 feet beyond the frame of the netting to the end line. Unlike soccer, where the end line is the goal line. Sprinting onto the grass is Andy Gow. He's got 3 goals this week. Little outside. Snapshot, big stop. Did they get a piece of it? Who's going to get possession off the inbound? It will be Saskatchewan. Cutting through 2, but not the third man. The ball gets knocked away from Sam Wilson. And now he's going to have to hack and whack his way to possession and find the white ball in the green grass. These balls literally right out of the packaging as they are needed for these games. So these balls are as fresh and as bouncy as they can be. Again, it's Clark. Snapshot and a goal. Saskatchewan on the board. Chase Leonard, 78. Gets his team on the board with not a lot of time left in the first quarter. Feel free to stick around for the gold medal game. It'll be on a separate stream, a separate link to click on. But yeah, we're going to have a great afternoon here. And again, perfect weather conditions. Not too windy, not too cloudy, just the right amount of everything. As September has hit us, whether we wanted it to or not. Inside, crossing it through. Rare missed pass for Alberta in the blue, if you're just joining us. 4-2 Saskatchewan versus 3-3 Alberta. There were no upsets until in the 7-team bracket until Nova Scotia beat Manitoba this morning. So there was a 3-way tie for 5th at 1 win and 5 losses. But those 2 teams, as well as Quebec, full marks for their efforts this week. And a flag is thrown. We'll get the details. 1 minute unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Carter Mitchell. And that ends the first quarter. There will not be a face-off needed to begin the second quarter since one of the teams is shorthanded. But right now it's 4-1 after 1. Alberta, can they get the double bronze on a Sunday afternoon? You'll have to stick around to find out. Okay, we are back. 4-1. Alberta leading Saskatchewan in quarter number 2. We're going to work on the technical issues and likely have a solution at halftime. But so we will make the best of what we have, which is all we can ask. Both teams had a lot to talk about in that first intermission. Saskatchewan with the man advantage and possession. Goal here would be very important. Snapshot as the teams have switched ends. And Logan Short's been pretty much almost perfect. Terrific crowd, even the ones watching the Ontario BC series matchup behind us. Snapshot and a goal. Boy, did they need that. Lachlan Clark comes up big when they needed him to. And they take advantage of that power play. Something to just try to flip the momentum. Face-off violation. Alberta possession. Porter escapes to the near right side of your picture. Wow. Let him know you're there, the coach says. Trying to outspeed the defenders. Snap inside, trying to find position. Big body checks, but despite that, Dylan McAllister absorbs the hits and scores the goal. The 3-goal lead is restored. It is 5-2. Whoa. This game nowhere near over. But Alberta definitely has the home crowd advantage. This tournament was in PEI last year, and great pleasure that the ALA chose this site to host this particular event. Kieran Lewis, 8 goals during the week. We'll have that one stripped away. Ryland Patterson in a battle for it as well. To the far side, snapshot. Good look for Cameron Ewan. They're still battling for it. So many whistles going off, it's hard to tell if it's this field or the other. Snap! Big chance for Clark. Missed it wide. Resetting the offense is Morin. One-handed. That ball staying in the stick until right about there. Perhaps a little bit lackadaisical. I know the teams want to thank their local sponsors and supporters for getting them here. To the backside. That went in. I was sure that was off the side netting, but the sharp angle shot is converted. We'll see if it's a delayed penalty or something that happened after the play. But my, oh my. Cash Schnurr. A money play. And I think Alberta mentally has the advantage of not playing this morning. And on top of that, Rowan Rutherham is going to take a penalty here. A 1 minute call after the goal was scored. Alberta in complete control here. Saskatchewan has 5 players physically on the bench, so they're not ready to substitute in. Alberta has nobody like that. So Saskatchewan certainly personnel-wise not where they were when this event started. But they will have to adapt and overcome. To the far side. McCallum couldn't collect, but his teammates are going to work. And a nice drop pass. And Saskatchewan just tries to get out of their own end. The mad sprint. Yes, this is Volk. This is the goalkeeper. He's trying to go end to end. We've had a goalie score a goal already in this tournament. He's got backup from behind, but he'll get knocked out of play and will sprint back, although he tries to hack at Bateman. Cross court. The biggest stick is out of the net, but the ball is in it. Not the worst idea. Volk certainly has some skills. Alberta extends the lead, and Saskatchewan wants to talk about it. Again, no reason to leave anything in the gas tank. Leave it all on the floor. Sleep on the bus. Saskatchewan trails by 5. Stick around for more. Sam Maxon definitely leading this team with all the encouragement during this whistle, during this timeout. It's just 5 goals. You can either whine about it, you can fall apart and let them dominate, or you can do something. That's a lot of poise and for a 16-year-old kid. Let's see if himself and his teammates can respond. Saskatchewan's got at least 3 players who had the uniforms on during the warm-up that do not anymore. We'll see if they return. The full battle. Alberta will win the face-off. Lukefeld being pushed by Cooper Bruce to the inside. One-handed. Cross court, snapshot, off the crossbar. Alberta trying to maximize their focus and results. You know that a team with that kind of heard that kind of speech after a timeout is going to definitely be coming for blood, so they have to be able to counteract that. To the far side. Cameron Ewan being double teamed. And again, it's a stolen ball. Double teaming can either be extremely effective like there, or if the opponent who's being double teamed has some sort of outlet, it can really burn you. But they know that better than anybody. Bateman wants to slow down this pace. Timeout on the other field. Display continues. Davies. Blake Davies cutting in, trying to go opposite corner. And Volk makes the save. Alberta in no panic to play anything differently than they have been playing it all week long and all day long. Timeout Blue here in this second quarter. Timeout discussion this time more about fundamentals and policies and systems rather than just pure inspiration. Saskatchewan going to have to conserve their energy. And use it effectively. Considering this is their second game of the day. Alberta, Patterson. Outlet, no good to Davies. Bateman was there on the outside to cover. 6-on-6 in the offensive zone. Now to the outside. Gow trying to go off the left flank. Cam Zamonski, Gabriel Corville, Houston Finlayson, Rhett Handley, and Bennett Upshaw in charge of this team. In white and green. Chase McCount. Logan Short still patrolling his net. And Balodshot continues to perform defensively. And a transition the other way. Here in this second quarter. Outlet from the goaltender. McAllister. Kick out. Eventually recovered. Inside. Again, facing a double team, it was a quick stick that Bateman also almost converted. We literally have the community of New Brighton watching. I've seen a couple of people staring out their bedroom windows and their porches just to see what's been going on here this week. And some people set up their lawn chairs in the shade of the scoreboards, which is absolutely brilliant. Inside, it's going to roll and cross the line. No, actually, they caught it. My apologies. Cameron Volk found it. Everything's marked on yellow lines here. I do soccer games here in Calgary as well. Sometimes it surprises me that they have white balls against white posts, against white goal lines, against white net. It's led to more than one confusion about if shots actually went in or not. Another defensive effort for Team Alberta. Saskatchewan had the first goal of the quarter, but Alberta's continued their dominance. Not much more Volk could do. He doesn't have the giant padding his indoor compatriots have. And at that point, when you're the shooter, you just have nothing but options to go to. 8-2 is the lead. The hack and whack to find the ball in the faceoff zone. Against Saskatchewan. Gow just trying to outrun and outgun everybody else. If you take a mad sprint in the second quarter, will you have enough gas in the tank for the fourth? It's always got to be the long-term concern, but at the same time, when you're down by 6, getting it down to 5 or 4 as quickly as possible is more important than how much gas you'll have in a half hour. It's the balance athletes have to incur. There's a nice save. Snapshot from Kieran Lewis in the slot. Interference for 30 seconds, the penalty coming up. Rutherham is the offender. As I mentioned, Saskatchewan 4-2 during the round robin. Alberta 3-3. Both teams losses. Inside. Inside feed going to the top shelf. Didn't connect. Both teams losses, except for Alberta's to Saskatchewan, of course, on Friday. We're against the BC and Ontario teams that we'll see in our big final at 2 o'clock. Bender, as they're told that there's 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. The fans in green want something to cheer about. But Grayson Bateman doesn't want that to happen. Snapshot! Found the bottom shelf. Cameron Folk diving wherever he can, but just an eyelash too late. It looks like we may have a penalty coming up after this. (9-2) is your count. Again, at halftime, we'll be able to make an adjustment to the camera and to the video feed. And Blue takes a timeout. Alberta wants to talk. We've been seeing a lot of retaliatory penalties after goals throughout this tournament among these 7 U17 teams and the 6 U19 teams. One-minute penalty against Casemore as we approach the end of the first half. (20 seconds remaining in the first half. Last shot is what Alberta's hoping for, and hopefully the last goal of the half as well. Inside move, and they score. With 3 seconds remaining, Kieran Lewis adds to the total. Well done. Those sharp angle shots are not easy, especially because you have to stay outside the crease area. Just a couple of seconds left in the first half, and our tech experts will spend halftime fixing the issues with the camera, which are easier than they perhaps look. Make sure to follow the tournament on Instagram for all the event photography that's been very well done all week long, and that officially is halftime. 10-2 is your score in this bronze medal matchup. Stick around for more action. Nope. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're at halftime.
Okay. Well, the issue should be solved for the next half. How long were you having it?
Oh, basically as soon as, well, within about 5 minutes of unplugging and replugging, it started to occur again, and now it's just getting worse. Like you said, this thing is
Okay. Well,
boiling hot. So
Wait, well, how many games do we have? One game after this?
Right, so we'll use.
Yes,
the other
we'll
game.
use everything else. Yeah. Okay.
So is Paul just doing the tech that he has to do?
I pretty much did all of it. He just has to switch the numbers. So
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, no, it's all done. It'll be. I mean,
So
he's.
now what has to be done on the computer to?
That's what I did quick. So
Oh,
speaking of which, I can't switch that. All
okay,
you
so
have to do.
that's him there.
That is him there.
So it's just until he gets that
Yeah.
left over. Okay, awesome.
He said, "Oh my bad, my bad."
So what do you got? 6-3.
Oh no, he's taking care of
6-3 on your side. You were saying?
it. Yeah, 6-3. It was close at first, but
Hastings pulling away. Yeah. Somebody brought a horn with them.
yeah. Well, no, it's a whole truck.
Oh, there's somebody sitting up there in
Yeah.
their truck. Okay, nice. Yeah, the people that are sitting by their vehicles, by their on the hill, that's brilliant.
Oh yeah. No, there's. Pretty sure there's a guy who's been sitting there since I got here. So probably.
Thursday.
Yeah, probably actually. Yeah.
Well, it's a perfect view, and then you can just have the tailgate party there at the same time.
Oh yeah.
All right, he's got the camera activated now. He's put it into place. Okay. I talked to Priscilla about her stuff.
Yeah. No, apparently did text her as well. So.
Okay. Again, this program is really good. I just wish the boxes were smaller. Maybe if you removed all the options, they would be, but it's hard to work when it's got such a small screen.
Well,
Most people with this program probably send the picture to a larger television or computer monitor. So that doesn't help you.
yeah. No, that is true. When I use it, I do exactly that. I usually split it up across two monitors.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, hopefully we can have a.
So your camera looks good from.
Yeah.
Switch?
No. Like technical wise, we're fine.
Good.
Yeah. We just got to have a good second half here.
Now, this was not the game I was expecting, but I mean, Alberta didn't play this morning. Saskatchewan did.
What's the score?
10-2.
Holy. So Alberta's right now. They've got a chance to take home both bronzes.
Double bronze.
Yeah, not bad.
AKA the old joke during the Olympics, Canadian gold.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, over the last 30 years, there has been more teams, or Canadians that have finished fourth than any other country. I'd be surprised. We finished fourth in everything. It's only been that way for 30 years.
Okay. And what we did figure out here is we do have a medal ceremony after the game, as
For
well
your
as the
gold
trophies. For my gold game. Yeah. So the bronze medalists get the medal at the end of the game. So they're just all doing it once.
Okay, because I had heard that it was a closing ceremony separately after
That's
this,
what I thought
this
too.
19
But
game or this
no,
17 gold match.
when I saw this fancy
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, when I saw the
Fine.
fancy table get pulled out, that's the first question I asked. But yeah, no, not the case.
It's like, well, finish watching the bronze medal game here, but flip to the other channel to watch the actual bronze medal being presented.
Oh, the other bronze medal. Your
Honestly, that camera could just point down, and we'd have two cameras on two different feeds showing the same medal ceremony. Nothing wrong with that.
That's true, but yeah,
Not the worst idea.
no. That's true. Yeah, no. The only reason I'm thinking about it at all is the fact that it is technically two separate tournaments. So the bronze.
Right, but if after this game's over, they're like, okay, let's present the 17 bronzes, then present the 19 golds, then we'll have to adjust to that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Well, looks like you're ready to go here.
All right, let's both have a better half here. All right, welcome.
Okay, looks like we've made all the right technical changes, except to tell you that it is period number 3, quarter number 3 in this bronze medal matchup. And very likely we will be able to show you the bronze medal presentation and medal ceremony along with the gold medal for whoever wins this BC and Ontario game. CROW LAX TV's presentation of the Field Nationals continues. And Alberta wasting no time, going right to left and putting the biscuit in the basket. And a couple of late flags. After the goal is in, Casemore was still in the box. 11-2 is your score. We'll let the referees tell us the rest of the story. Quick transition and a quick goal right to left for Alberta. A couple more penalties called at the end of the play. Alberta in firm position to get double bronze out of this tournament. Both teams definitely struggled in the early part of the week, both the U19s and the U17s, but have come out very strong here in the second half of this event. Lebrecht jumps in for Casemore, goes right back to the bench. Alberta possession. Loose in front. Follow the bouncing ball if you can. Snapshot to the top corner, a little high-low action. Player could not find the bottom right corner of the net. Outside, Bateman. Shaking and baking for Chase McCollum. Over the top. And a good catch from Volk, tempting the shooter to go top shelf, but he took it away with his extra large goal stick. Susi forced backwards. Now they'll cross the line, but give up possession. Cash Schnurr gets the cheers of his teammates. And in about 30 minutes, perhaps the entire province, if they can hang on to this lead. Inside, again trying to go far and low. No luck there. Attempt goes wide left. McCallum with Bateman. All the full statistical information will be available later after it's transcribed and written onto the website. Go to lacrosse.ca for all the details on the box nationals. Of course, the man in the Minto. President's Cup playoffs right now as well for Senior Bs over this long weekend. The women's nationals just wrapping up last week as well, and how our Canadian national teams are doing against other countries in our international tournaments. We'll be inside on the ice soon enough. We might as well enjoy these 28-degree outdoor temperatures and play some fun summer sports. Quick sprint for Porter. Dumps it off behind the net. Two men covering the posts. Underneath. Ben Erickson. I love those underhand shots, especially when they go in.
We've got Alberta and Saskatchewan playing for the bronze medal. Last time I got a check, it's
12-2, Alberta leads. If you're just joining us, Alberta lost 6-3 when these teams faced each other on Friday. Saskatchewan came into this bronze medal match at 4 wins and 2 losses. Alberta was 3-3. And as you can tell, BC has scored again in the U19. Feel free to flip back and forth. To the near side. Declan Armstrong trying to start the battle back 1 goal at a time. Gow. Dickinson. Flip to another page of the playbook as Saskatchewan wants to overcome this deficit. A lot of players with tape and adhesive covering their wrists and fingers as a reward for all the work they've been doing all weekend. That one trying to go down low. Mahuser right into the legs of Logan Short. Has been mostly a spectator for the last half hour or so. Again, no reason not to go full throttle right to the end. Nice pass. Davies. Up ahead, Jamison. They'll take their time. Cross court. Illegal procedure offside blue. Great idea to go cross crease. Now Alberta continues to lead by 10. Storm Sheldon. First name Storm, last name Sheldon. To the back end. Volk trying to find it somewhere, some way. Just trying to outrun and outgun is Lukefeld. Still all the work in front of the slot area, about 20 yards and inside to the goal line. The two number 11s in a battle, Sam Wilson and Lewis Betteridge. Lewis dropped it off. Saskatchewan going left to right in the white and green. Gow takes a hit and a hack and a flag. 1 minute against McCallum. Man advantages and quick resolution of them is the best way for Saskatchewan to get back into this game. Six on five in the offensive half of the field. Crossing it through. No luck on the wide side. Cale Kurtz jumps back in for Saskatchewan. He's got the ball. Excellent pass receptions. Crease violation. McCallum still has time to serve. Porter to the outside. And McCallum is released. About midway through this third quarter. To the outside. Slow, methodical pace. Like any type of attack sport, if you're able to get the defenders to use more energy chasing you than you are using to move the ball around, it can have both short and long-term benefits. Bateman wants to drive, and they score. Most of the way through the third quarter here. Ontario and BC still to come. One more game on our schedule here at the New Brighton Athletic Park. Then the city officials can put everything back to where it was with the soccer nets and the white lines and the 18-yard box and all those other ideas. Stick to the head, and the referee's going to have a delayed penalty here. Riley Bender goes right back to the bench. To the outside. Wilson will come in to help with Gow. And the whistle goes. Slashing call against Bosomworth. Blair has 2 goals coming into this contest. Betteridge covering on the outside. Quick snapshot. And Lachlan Clark, one of the highest scorers in this tournament, regardless of team, gets another. The power play continues here. Saskatchewan has their third of the day. And another flag will fly. 1 minute slashing penalty. Sam Wilson sprints to the box. Cole McDonald on a mad sprint to get into his defensive position. Blake Davies added on field as well. Little kick out. Saskatchewan wants to try those same sharp angle shots, but Alberta isolates and cuts them off very quickly. The top of the release point. Big save. Logan Short. Probably better than 50% on the save percentages. Just hasn't seen a lot of lacrosse balls in his direction. Alberta wanted an offside, and they get it. Player is released. Both penalty boxes are empty. A push violation and an instant resumption. Alberta will start again. Lukefeld to the near side. 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Any disruptions will stop the clock in these last 30 seconds of the first three quarters and the last 2 minutes of the fourth.
Alberta versus Saskatchewan for the bronze medal in the U17 category. Currently the score is 13-3. Alberta leading. If you want to watch that,
We've got the two simultaneous streams, BC and Ontario playing in the U19 gold medal match. And that completes three quarters in this bronze medal match. Quarter four coming up shortly.